I'm here with Melinda Myers. She's a 30-year veteran of horticultural. She's an expert in gardening and landscaping. She's got over 20 books she's wrote, and she's syndicated on 130 television and radio programs nationwide with her Melinda Moments. We're going to talk about a couple of things here. You did a talk this morning on pollinating gardens, creating pollinating gardens. Now, give a little bit about what you spoke about.
Well, basically, we want to look at creating a habitat, places for our bees, butterflies, beetles, and hummingbirds to live, water, food, and shelter for them to raise their young. So thinking beyond just the monarchs or just the honeybees, our native bees, and anything else that helps pollinate our plants.
Some things that we as gardeners neglect.
Oh, exactly. Or maybe some of our gardening partners or the non-gardeners in our lives go, ooh, yuck. They're really good guys in the garden.
Now, I spoke about you've been doing this for 30 years. How did you get involved in the gardening? Was it something your parents did, or was it something you picked up later on?
You know, my dad was a gardener, but never let us in the garden. So that may be the key to getting your kids to garden. It must be fun if they don't let me in. And so I was always surrounded by plants, and my teachers taught plant science. I never dissected a frog, and I have a master's degree, but I've cut up a lot of plants. So I think it just was the environment. I love science and I love people, but I like applied science. I like touching the soil. And boy, once you get turned on to gardening, there's no going back.
Right, and we've talked, Peon Smith, Joe Lample, as well as you. You're never going to learn everything.
Oh, that's why these things are great. I share what I know. Gardeners share back with me. I pass that along, what I've learned along the way and what they have. And that's what I love about gardeners. They share. I once heard a great saying that a master gardener told me that if you have $1 and I have $1, I give you my dollar, you give me yours, we still only have $1. I have an idea, you have an idea, we share, we both now have 2 ideas.
Well, let's talk about some of the 20 books you've wrote here. You've got Midwest Garden Handbook here. What's this book about, and what was the influence behind writing this?
Well, one of the things is I travel all over the country. Obviously, I'm based in the Midwest, so that's my basis. But I like to tell people things I've learned, but also that gardeners are always asking me, things that they're not finding in other books. So the Midwest Gardener's Handbook, each chapter, let's say annual, starts with the basics on caring for annuals, profiles some annuals that are pretty easy to grow throughout the Midwest, and then at the end of the chapter, what to do when. So it's a little month by month and a little bit of the gardener's guide all put into one.
And you said information that other gardeners couldn't find, so you've done the research, had the experience, so you put it in a book so people can find that information.
You bet. I was an extension agent for 12 years, and so I really believe in research base, and there's a lot of good information in our extension publications that sometimes people don't find. And so I'm trying to take that and answer the questions I hear as I go out and speak, or when I'm working in the garden myself.
Now, for people who want to pick up and check out your books, you've got a new DVD set out as well. What's the best place to find these products?
If you want to find out more about the Great Courses DVDs, the books that I've written, go to melindamyers.com. That's my website. And then garden centers bookstores carry my books, Great Courses website. But if you start with my website, I've got lots of free information, video, audio tips, frequently asked questions, and links to other resources that will help you in your garden.
Thank you very much, Melinda.
Thank you.